Hi guys, I've been missing you. The witch is back. I had a short hiatus, but I'm back with a recipe for you for my fantastic, if I don't spill it on the floor, my fantastic witch's sun tea. Stick around and I'll show you how to make it. It's so easy and so magical and so good. Stick around.
I'm Mickie Mueller. Welcome to my studio.
So I had to take a short break. I had a lot of stuff going on in life. I had a whole house full of people a couple weeks ago. We had a great time visiting with my brother and my sister and my kids and my grandkids, and they were all like running around, and we had a really good time. But and then I also had some other stuff that I had to do after that, so I kind of got tied up. But anyway, I'm back, and I've got something really cool to share with you today. So this is a really oldie but goodie. This is from the Llewellyn's 2012 Spell a Day, Witch's Spell a Day Almanac, which I wrote a bunch of spells in. And this is one of my favorites that I want to share with you today. It's called Here Comes the Sun. If you have this almanac, you can look it up. There's the page. Here, let me move that for you. That's the one right there, and I wrote that. And so if you have a copy of the 2012 Witch's Almanac, you know, take a look. There's a lot of other good spells in there too by myself and some of my fellow authors as well. But if you don't have a copy of it, you could probably find a copy used. These are great little books. I know a lot of people that get these every single year. They're wonderful. There's literally a spell for every single day of your magical year. It's got all kinds of other good stuff in there too, so I highly recommend it. The spells in these books, you don't have to just use them for this year. You know, you could flip through these and find spells that you can use anytime. There's a lot of spells that are specific for the day, but some that are just specific for a day of the week or a moon phase. So there's a lot of good spells in these Witch's Spell a Days from Llewellyn. Highly recommend. Really good books. Anyway, the one I want to share with you today is my recipe for witch's sun tea. This tea is fantastic because it harnesses the energy of the sun, which is so brilliant this time of the year. And that sun can boost your happiness. It's good for healing. It's good for success. It boosts your power, your personal energy. And this is just a beautiful golden brew for mind, body, and spirit. The ingredients are so easy. It's really simple to make. And I think you guys are going to love it. I love it. And yeah, I was feeling a little drained of energy, you know, for the last couple of weeks too. And that's probably one of the reasons that I didn't get on and do a video. I was just feeling kind of wah, wah, like how you feel sometimes. You just can't even. And so I made some of this tea for myself. I thought, hey, you know, sometimes we forget, you know, especially those of us who are authors. You know, we write all this stuff down. We put it all in our books and put it online, and then we forget to do the things that we actually write about. So sometimes it's good to get back to basics. And this one, actually, I did yesterday when I was feeling like so shot, so drained. I felt like my battery was just worn out. And it's nothing bad, it's nothing terrible, but sometimes just the little things in life can really get to you, you know. One of them is I'm changing my diet again because of possible food allergy problems, whatever. I have Hashimoto's, which is a autoimmune disorder, but it affects your thyroid, and it's less glamorous than it sounds, because Hashimoto's sounds like it's a great thing. It kind of stinks. It means I can't eat gluten and cheese, and it's like unhappy. But you know what? I'm working through it. It's all good. And I made this tea to kind of help me to get myself going again and get right back on the right track. And you know, working my diet, I'm working my exercise and doing the things that I know I need to be doing to stay healthy. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need for this spell is really obvious. You need a big jar. Back in the 70s and even into the 80s, you know, when I was a little kid running around, all of our parents made sun tea. And it's really easy. You just get a big jar like those restaurant jars, and you can find them now. Back in the day, we didn't have, you know, where you go to the store and they have like these big glass jars or a big glass pitcher. It should be glass because you want it to be able to heat up in the sun. But all our parents were making sun tea. You could run up and down the street in the 70s or on your skateboard or however you were doing it, and you would see these sun tea jars on everybody's porch that they were making sun tea. It makes the tea a little bit more smooth, and it doesn't get any of the bitterness that you get sometimes if you overbrew tea. It's a real gentle, beautiful way to make tea, and magically it infuses it with the energy of the sun. So bonus. Working with nature is always a good thing, and working with what you have on hand is always a good thing too. So for this tea, I use a tea that you might or might not have on hand. It's one of my favorites, and that's rooibos tea. You can see it there. And you don't have to use this brand. This is the Celestial Seasons brand. I really like this one, and it's what I can get locally, so I snatched it up. But rooibos tea is really good for boosting your strength and courage and determination, and also, most importantly, your patience. And this is Madagascar vanilla. I just feel like I want to be this guy. Look at this lion. He's so happy. He's just sitting there sipping his tea, and there's the zebras and the elephants all over there, and they're just doing, and he's like, I'm not worried about them. I don't have to do a thing. I'm just going to sit here and sip my tea and be just serene and strong and happy. This is basically me ignoring the cake that's on the counter behind me. Look, he's so cool. He's like, I don't need it. It's all good. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Anyway, this is great. This is great tea. I like this one because it's responsibly sourced, and if you're going to get one, make sure you find one that is. I feel like that's really important. The other nice thing about this is, I'm going to show you guys, these tea bags are just tea bags. They don't have, making a mess here. It's just a tea bag. There's no string, there's no little tag, and it might not seem like a big deal because that's not a lot of stuff to throw away because you still have the bag. However, you know, you figure all the tea that these guys sell in a year, that's a lot of trash that doesn't have to happen. So it's kind of a little bit more responsible. I love these teas. So anyway, you're going to need a couple of tea bags of rooibos tea. The other nice thing is it tells you how to pronounce it is rooibos, because I don't know, for years I was pronouncing it wrong. I was like Rubios, Ruiboes, Robios. How do you pronounce this? No, it says it on the box. So thank you, Celestial Seasonings, for teaching me how to say a word. Anyway, the next thing that you're going to need is some honey. Any kind of honey you want. Locally sourced honey, if you have any kind of allergies, will help your allergies, so that's a bonus. This is the organic wildflower honey from Aldi, because I'm a fancy bitch. And yeah, the honey is not just for flavor, it also adds magical properties, as everything in this does. So honey is good for petitioning your higher power, your higher spirit, for assistance. So what's best for you? It's good for health and healing. It's also, one of its magical properties is immortality. I don't think I'm going to live forever, but I am going to live to be 100. So I need the honey. And blessings. Honey brings blessings onto you. And who can't use a little extra blessings? And then the next ingredient is a lemon. A lovely lemon. You only need a few slices of lemon. But lemons are good for cleansing negative energy, blockages in your system. They're good for, I use lemon for all kinds of get rid of the bad vibes magic. So, because when your health is up, then your magical energy is up, and that's everything. So we've got to do that for ourselves. This is a brew that is going to bring in the good vibes and send out the bad vibes all at the same time. It's going to give you success, healing, all good things. To my tea, I also added a sprig of thyme, which is for healing, for detox, and for courage. So courage in the face of no gluten and cheese. Courage! Detoxing, getting some of the things out of my system that I was eating. Oh my God, and sugar, you guys, sugar. I'm trying to avoid sugar too. It's hard, but I can do hard things. I've done hard things before and I can do them again. I totally got this. And whatever you're going through right now that's hard, you got it too. You can do it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I made this tea. So the first thing I did is I grabbed my little glass jar that I love to make my tea and drinks in, and filled it up with some nice fresh water. If you have like sun water that you maybe made on the summer solstice, you can use that. If you don't, doesn't even matter, because you're going to be putting it outside in the sunlight anyway. So you've got that. Put some honey, just a little bit of honey, however much you like. And if you like it sweeter, add more. If you like it less sweet, add less. Put a little bit into a coffee mug. I was lucky enough that I have a Sun coffee mug. This is from our Magical Dogs Tarot that Dan and I designed and wrote the book and everything. And it's just like the perfect little mug for this, because it's got sun energy too. But any coffee mug will do. Then put a little bit of hot water. This helps to dissolve the honey. So just stir that up in there until the honey's dissolved, and you can see it'll help it to mix in with your sun tea. So pour that into your jar or carafe or whatever you're using. Slice some lemon and put that in there. I used 3 slices of lemon. That seemed like the perfect amount. And drop those in there. You don't have to squeeze them or anything. Just a little lemon will do. Plus, I feel like that little slice of lemon kind of looks like the sun. So it's bringing that solar energy in. And then grab some of your rooibos tea. I used 2 tea bags for this size jug. If I were using a bigger jug, I might add 4. Again, just to your likeness. You know, if you like a really strong tea, throw some more in there. If you don't like your tea very strong, then, you know, just adjust according to your taste. So that's really all there is to it, to putting it together. The next thing you need to have is a bright sunny day. You're going to take your tea onto your porch. You can put it wherever you want. Just put it someplace where the sun's going to hit it basically most of the day. If you put it out in the morning and let the sun hit it all day, that's great. If you don't think about it until the afternoon and you want to try it, go for it. You could do it on a Sunday, because that's a day that corresponds with solar energy. But don't feel like you have to do it on a Sunday. You can do this any day of the week, when you need it, when you want it. It's there for you. The sun is free. So I'll set it there in the sun, and then I created a little blessing to go with it so that you can bless your tea under the sunshine. And it goes like this. Darling sunshine, I welcome you. Fill this vessel with your warming rays. As I create this magical brew, please fill it with your shining ways. And that's all there is to it. As you leave it in the sun, you'll see the layers of the tea starts to kind of infuse into the water, and you can see it as it kind of creates layers in the tea, and that's really cool. And then when you go back out later on to pick it up and bring it inside, you'll feel that the jar is warm now, and warm from the rays of the sun, and you just did some solar brewing. So I think that's really neat. Then all you have left to do is pour yourself a glass and enjoy it. It's so delicious and cold on a bright sunny day. I know in these summer days I've got to have a cold drink, and I made this, and Dan saw it in there and his eyes kind of lit up and he was like, and I was like, that's for a video, and he's like, okay. But he can have some now because I'm filming, so he's happy. He likes some tea. He likes to add a little extra sweetener to his, which is fine. Just make it how you want it, you know. It's all good. I will put the blessing charm in the description below. I'll also put the link for that Sundog coffee mug in case you're interested in that. I'll put the link for that down there too. Hold on a second. It's hot up here. As you guys know, my studio is upstairs, and in the summertime heat rises, so it's like, hey baby, it's hot up here. So yeah, this actually is perfect for today. Sorry I was away for a short time, but I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for all my lovely subscribers, all you guys who are checking these videos out. It makes me so happy because this is what I'm just loving doing this. And I'm definitely going to do more. I'm going to try to post every Monday, so we'll see if I can hold myself to that. Maybe if I drink enough of this tea. Maybe that'll inspire me to keep going, right? Get that solar energy going, and I could like film like crazy every week. That'll work. Anyway, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. If you like this video, like it, because then I know that I'm doing content that you guys want to see. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because I'm gonna do new videos every single week. I try to do stuff that's easy, that you can do with what you have in your home. I don't want you to have to go get some weird ingredients and stuff that you can't find. I want it to be easy for everybody. So yeah, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe. Cheers to you guys. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to check out some of my other videos that I've got here too. There might be some other spells and witchy tips that you would enjoy. So keep rocking, have a great day. Much love to you guys, and be your magic.